Oh my goodness. Look at this.
Oh,
it's a good thing that I have a wet towel here to wipe off my hands after this, because look at this incredible, don't mind my fingers, look at this incredible warm sticky bun from Jimmy the Baker. Okay, here it goes. We're gonna give you a dozen of these, and FYI, they're huge. In fact, each one is more than 5.5 ounces. This is a total of 4.22 pounds, so well about 4.25 pounds of sticky buns that we're doing for 3 easy payments of $16.66. And I did the math on this. It is $4.17 per huge sticky bun. Each one will serve more than one person. And you're getting something that is been so popular from Jimmy Tanico. Just let us know, do you want all 12 with nuts, all 12 without nuts, or if you can't decide and you want to do a combo, you can get 6 of each. This has not been on the air since May. We just got it back in stock, and if you go on QVC.com, there are over 100 5-star reviews. It is a love letter on QVC.com to these sticky buns. Okay, Jimmy Tanico, Jimmy the Baker, is with us right now. He is in his bakery in New York City. Sometimes he can drive down and join us in the studio, but frankly, sometimes he literally is too busy baking to do that, so we get him on Skype, and that's the case today. Hi, Jimmy.
It is literally the case. I had to beg them to please give me a pass on the trip down because we were really that busy.
Yeah.
So yes, that's what you have. We've got our, I have to say, the QVC customer really does love these sticky buns, and it's testimony to my bakers and how hard they work and how they follow process and how they embrace the dough. Here it is. Here's where it starts. This dough is, it's about 36 hours old. It's about ready to go into production. And by the end of the day, you're going to have just what you have there.
Ooh,
caramel, and those are mixed nuts, pecans and walnuts together, along with our cinnamon bun filling. And you're going to get this at home in the cup. You're going to unwrap it, turn it upside down on the plate. I guess most of you know this by now, and you're going to zap it for a solid 30 seconds. So when you do that, it's going to release the caramel. It's going to release the caramel into the bun. You lift it off, and you're going to have a really, now,
look at this.
This is shareable. These are big, and I have to confess, I did try to make them smaller, but with everything I see, a lot of what I see in baking is the smaller you go, the drier you get.
Okay.
And this was about the smallest I could do.
This is the smallest you could do?
Really, to keep the quality.
Wait, Jimmy.
To ship it across country.
If my kids did this, I would be probably like, what are you doing? I just wanted to show, this is the smallest Jimmy could do. Look at this sticky bun. This is one. I've got feet of sticky bun here.
Feet of sticky bun, layers of gooey goodness. And it's the caramel. We went through a dozen or more caramel recipes because, it's not like we're baking this and serving it to you. We're baking it and delivering it to you. So we want the caramel to hold up in the cup during the UPS transit, a day or 2 or 3, whatever it is. We want you to be able to put these in your freezer. We want you to be able to take them out and thaw them and then put them in the microwave. We want that caramel to come alive. It took a couple of dozen renditions of caramel to get it right, and I think we have. Caramel that doesn't disappear, caramel that doesn't get hard and stick to your teeth. It is nice, silky, brown sugar, butter, a little bit of honey, a little bit of molasses.
I'll let you have the one I did not dismantle. I'm not going to, Pat, I'm not going to.
Hey, Jimmy.
I'm not going to be awful. I'll let you have the one I didn't touch and open all the way. So, Jimmy, when we get these home, I mean, it is a lot of sticky bun. It's like more than like 4.25 pounds of sticky bun. So when I get these home, and they are going to come in the pans that they were baked in, what should I do? Because you're going to bake these as we order. They're going to ship ambient, right? So they're not shipping frozen.
I think especially the best thing to do in this environment, in this, we're still at the tail end of summer, put them right in the freezer.
Okay.
Some of you are going to get these, by the way, Texas, Oklahoma, Southern California, Arizona, and they're going to be warm when you get them. You could virtually eat them. You know, it gets pretty hot in those vans.
Yeah.
So, but on the other hand, that's why I think that if you put them in the freezer right away, reconstitute isn't the right word, but they'll firm up again. And now when you take them out, they only thaw in about 15 or 20 minutes. I mean, you can go right into the microwave if you want. Look at the size of those. You can keep a few in the refrigerator if you want as well. I like to keep 1 or 2 in the fridge and the rest in the freezer. And this way you're 60 seconds away from a gooey sticky bun. And frankly, again, it's 5+ ounces. I wish I could have made them smaller so they were single serve, but you're going to get more than 1 serving out of each of them. So make sure there's somebody around to share it or cut it in half, or you could actually pull it out of the fridge, cut it in half, put that half on the microwave plate, and put the other half back in the fridge.
For like the next day.
Good idea.
That's like, so that's.
Do that as well.
I love that.
It'd be nice to share it with somebody. But go ahead.
Yeah. Here's an update, real quick. No nuts, 400 remain.
That's it.
That is it. So.
And then with the nuts, very, very popular. If you can't decide, we're going to send you a dozen.
The combo.
So yeah, if you can't decide, we'll do 6 with nuts, 6 without nuts. And I actually like that too because I love the nuts. But if I have someone over and maybe they don't want the nuts, I like saying like, oh, you know what? I got ones without nuts too. I'm just gonna pop it in the microwave.
You decide.
Jimmy, when we've not had these on air since May, and people have really been asking for them. I suppose you can get sticky buns other places, but Jimmy, this is kind of like, this sticky bun is this is like your life's work.
This is iconic.
What do you do that other bakers do not do?
Right here. Okay. So in today's day and age, things are expensive. So bakers, any manufacturers, really, you're really trying to turn a lot of stuff out fast, get it in and get it out. And we kind of stick to our guns when it comes to original style baking. The way they did it really, probably in 1940s, 1950s, when bakers didn't have a lot of really productive ways, if you will, to get efficient. They did things by hand. They did things by time. Doughs, as just a quick story, the retail baker, chances are in your hometown way back when, came in on Monday when he was closed, and he made all his dough for the week, and he let the dough sit in his refrigerator and age. And whether they knew it or not, when this dough ages, it ferments. And as it ferments, that's why it gets fluffy, and that's why it doesn't get dry. It almost eats like cake. We had to balance that off with the fact that you're putting this in the microwave for a good 30 seconds. So we want it cake-like, but we don't want it too soft so it's mushy, and I think we strike the perfect balance.
So perfect.
Gooey.
And that's the Jimmy the Baker difference. We're sorry we've not been able to have these on the air since May. We know a lot of you have been asking for them. Here they are. And if you go on QVC.com, 100 5-star reviews, more than 100. If you want to go on auto delivery, we can send these out to you every 60 days for a year. So, you can get them now in 60 days. Put them in the freezer for the holidays. Can you imagine that Christmas morning you have these ready to go and you didn't have to spend all day the day before doing it? Jimmy will do the work for you. And Jimmy, these do come so fresh that the ones that we are having shipped to our homes have not been baked yet, right? Like you do have a limited supply that you can take orders for, obviously, based on your size of your bakery and employees and stuff. But what people are going to get has not been made yet. That's going to start tomorrow.
That is correct. So when we're actually going to ship these, I guess, out on Monday. So we're going to start making the dough Saturday night.
Okay.
It's going to age into Sunday, and Monday we're going to start making stickies, and those UPS labels will come in, and we'll start right off the line sending these out. They'll still be a little on the warm side, but that's as fresh as you'll get them. They will last, by the way, because of my process, by the way.
Because I aged the
dough. Because I aged the dough and all that stuff, they will last at room temperature for several days. They're not going to go, quote unquote, bad. Keep them in the fridge or keep them in the freezer. Nuke them for 30 seconds. Don't forget, take the outer wrapper off, turn it upside down in the cup, leave the cup on, put it in the microwave, zap it for 30 seconds,
Jimmy,
lift it off, and
our
have a
show's
good-
over. We could talk about your sticky buns for the next
Amazing.
3 hours, but David is waiting, and so we should probably wrap it up. Thank you so
Thanks,
much, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
All right,
Great to see you.
$4 and change a piece for
Wow.
giant sticky buns, from scratch sticky buns. Let us know if you want all with nuts, all without nuts, or a combo, one of each. Why, thank you. We will end the way we started with our today's special
Cheers.
value.